Welcome to Swedish Guy Flies. We are at the Sofia airport in Europe, and we are flying around the world. If you have followed me before, you know that I'm flying around the world in the Piper, as you see there on the pre-video. I'm using SayIntentions all the way around the world. So let's look at the full trip. I've been working myself down from Sweden down into now we're flying from Sofia down to Istanbul, and here is a detail of that. Let me zoom out a little bit. You see, I've been flying down from Sweden, and we're gonna do this hop now down from Sofia into Istanbul. So that's gonna be a little milestone. We're going here south of the Black Sea, and I'm not sure exactly where I'm going next, but I'm gonna work myself roughly according to the overall plan there that I shared for a moment ago. Yeah, I'm using SayIntentions. As I mentioned, if you want to try SayIntentions, there's a link. You can try it out. A free trial, it's in the description below. If you like my content, please like and subscribe, and if you press that little bell button, you get a notification when I have a new video. Normally I don't live stream because there's always something that goes wrong, and that's so unfortunate when you do a live stream. So I do these compilations instead of a 2 hour. I do about 2 hour hops on this, but I try to do this on a weekly basis. Also, I'm using something a little bit new for that just came out. I think the chase plane, it comes from this company 42. Chase plane provides different cameras, which should be nice. So I'm going to play with that a little bit as we progress through the flight. So let's go in and get the plane ready for flying. There we are, and we also see this chase plane account set up. So I'm going to take care of that, and we'll get back here to start everything up. Here we are inside the aircraft. I have installed the chase plane application and created some basic shortcuts and views, etc. So I'm going to use them as we go through this, and we'll see how that works out. Let's start with the fuel. I'm supposed to have 37 gallons for our flight today. Flight should be about 2 hours. So let's do 40 gallons. And there we go. And let's get over to the checklist before engine start. Pre-flight complete. Passengers, you have been briefed. Seat belts are secured. Control lock has been removed. Put that back there. And parking brake is set. Not really. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. Parking brake is now set. Gear switch is down. Flaps are up. Radios are off. Let's make sure that one is off. There we go. Autopilot master. Turn that. Yeah, we need to turn those off like so. Autopilot master is now off. Avionics master is off. All electrical switches are off. Yes, they are. And circuit breakers are in. Let me just put this one in for now. This is where I wanted to go, so I'm checking here that all the fuses are where they're supposed to go. And then we went outside, and we didn't want that. There we go. All right, so autopilot master, avionics master, all switches of circuit breakers are in. And let's turn on the rotating beacon, which is a little bit weird because he should say that we put the master switch on, which he hasn't set. But yeah, let's turn the beacon on. but that won't start to move until we have turn on the master. There we go. All right, so fuel selectors, desired tank. Yeah, I set that down there. Mixture, let's set that to a rich, so all in. And we put the throttle cracked, prop, blue on full forward. Master switch is on, fuel pump. Let's turn that one on. There we go, the yellow one. Fuel pump on, and we should observe the fuel pressure. There's the fuel pressure. And we're going to prime it. A couple of strokes. And each start sequence that's simulated is completely different. I saw that on the A2A. They had like a little video about starting the airplane. So sometimes it starts quick and sometimes it doesn't. So they modeled that as realistic as possible. All right, so then we turn the key, set the mags to both, and the prop area, we say clear prop, and hopefully they pay attention out there. And now we engage the starter. And there you go, that was an easy start. And keep an eye on now the oil pressure. Yeah, oil pressure looks good. And now we lean the mixture a little bit while we sit here. Okay, let's now turn our attention to SayIntentions. Let's turn our attention to SayIntentions, and we'll call into Lima Bravo Sierra Foxtrot ATIS.
Sofia Airport, information Charlie. 1030 Zulu. Wind 140 at 5. Visibility 6. Sky conditions, few towering cumulus at 4200 feet. Scattered at 6800 feet. Temperature 21. Dew point 7. QNH 1010. Density altitude 2900 feet. Transition level 115. Arriving and departing runway 27. Advise on initial contact. You have information Charlie.
All right, so we have now captured the information from the ATIS. One little thing we should do here while we have a moment, that is to just update the digital engine monitor. So that's this guy here. So now he knows how much fuel we have. Setting the altimeter. Let's look outside a little bit.
Aircraft. Information Delta is now current. QNH 1009er.
Using the camera view. They also have a cinematic view, which is kind of cool. It'll be nice when we're up in the air, flying around. Okay, we are back. All right, so we've got the ATIS, we have information Charlie on board. Q&A is just changed to 1009, and information Delta. So I'm making a note on my little notepad here. Sofia Tower, this is Piper 3 Charlie Hotel, requesting VFR clearance to Lima Tango Foxtrot Mike. Piper 3 Charlie Hotel.
Piper 3 Charlie Hotel, on departure maintain VFR at or below 3500 feet. Departure on 123.7, squawk 6667.
Maintain VFR at or below 3,500. Departure on 123.7, squawk 6667, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel. All right, so that went well. So let's remove this.
Piper 3 Charlie Hotel, readback correct.
6667. Actually, we can have it like that and enter. What we also should do, obviously, is the flight plan. Look at that. So let's do that real quick. LTFM. Yeah, that should be good. All right, so we have that going. Turn on that radio. Let's do the checklist. So taxi primer is locked. Yes, it is. Avionics master is on. Amp meter looks pretty good. Transponder, enter that. Radius on. Altimeter, set that. Heading indicator set. Our course gonna be 115. So we're gonna put in the frequency. There is the frequency. And the next one, we can also put that in and leave that as standby. There we go. So that's standby on the next VOR. Okay, I think we are ready. So we're going to talk to Tower and get our clearance for taxi. Sofia Tower requesting taxi to active runway, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel.
Piper 3 Charlie Hotel, taxi to runway 9er at your discretion.
Taxi to runway 9er at my discretion, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel. That is convenient because, as we can see, actually, there's the airplane. There we are, and we are going just up to runway 9er this way here. Let's look around. We don't have any. It's an aircraft standing over there. It doesn't look like it's moving. So yeah, let's get going. We should put on my taxi light. Okay. Pitot heat is on. We have a Ryanair in front of us. Parking brake off. Checking brakes. Good. Here we go. Trying to navigate the different views. That's a cool view. So there we go. Well, let's stop here. Well, let's do a quick run up. To 2000. Everything looks good. Oil pressure, temp, fuel pressure, and then check the magnetos. Left. Yeah, appropriate drop on both. And now cycle the prop. They're hard to do. 1800. Runs clean. Okay. All right, let's talk to Sofia Tower. Sofia Tower, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel, ready for departure.
Piper 3 Charlie Hotel, runway 09er, wind 070 at 7, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 09, cleared for takeoff, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel. There we are, runway 09 confirmed on runway. So elevator trim is neutral, controls free and clear. Door is latched. Flaps, we don't use any flaps. Desired tank is set. Mixture full rich, prop full forward. Carb heat is off. Engine gauges, everything looks good. Oil pressure, amps, oil temp, fuel pressure. And strobes, turn on strobes. And landing lights, I put on the landing light too. And I think we are ready for takeoff. And rotate. Nice. If we can get some cameras. Okay. Oh, there we go. We want that. We want that one so we can see the gears. Landing gears goes up. There. That's a cool view. I have to remember to fly too. So in real life that wasn't really a good idea because you want to follow the runway for a bit. But we want to be at 3,500, so I'm trimming down a little bit. Nice weather. Not a very graceful departure here, flying all over the place. But getting back to our heading.
Ryanair 4 Delta Victor holding short runway 09 are ready for departure. Ryanair 4 Delta Victor wind 070 at 7, runway 09 are cleared for takeoff. 09 are cleared for takeoff, Ryanair 4 Delta Victor.
Alright. Okay, there we are. We have successful takeoff. We're on our trajectory. And things are looking good. Let's play with some of the... I wanted to just get an outside view. There it is. Okay, and then from there I can... Okay, that's a nice view. Probably gonna change that to actually sits on the wing. So like here we'll have a GoPro. Yeah, so I have a little switcher I'm using to just toggle between these different views. It's pretty nice. Okay, gonna set the autopilot here to keep my flight level 3,500. At some point I need to go over those mountains, so I need to climb a little bit, but gonna see if we get contact with departure before here in just a minute. Every time I come back I have this one up. I have to check if there's a setting that creates that situation. Alright. Now we are heading in the right direction. real weather and real time. So that's how I fly my around the world trip. So I think we're doing pretty good right now. I'm just going heading mode. Just gonna try and get back to my navigation line there down here on my screen. So I do have to climb. They haven't handed me off to departure. Maybe I'll just call on them. There's Novo departure Piper 3 Charlie Hotel at 3,400 and requesting 5,500.
Piper 3 Charlie Hotel identified.
Sofia departure requesting altitude 5,500. Piper 3 Charlie Hotel.
Piper 3 Charlie Hotel, climb altitude 5,500 feet.
Climbing altitude 5,500 feet, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel. And we have about 12, show you here, the fuel flow should be around 12, that's what I'm using for calculations. Anything 12 and under has us on the right fuel profile. Obviously we try and lean out as much as possible so we can do better than that. Manifold pressure 20, RPMs 22. That gives us about 10 fuel flow, so that's good. And we have a good speed. I think I will leave it there. Play with the cameras a little bit. There's the cinematic view, kind of automatically pans around the aircraft, which is nice. Oh, it shifts different views even. Nice. We have flight following active, as you see here, destination Lima Tango Foxtrot Mike, assigned transponder. So looking good. Okay, so I'm gonna play a little bit with this. So here's the external view, for example, left wing. Say I want to adjust that. So forward. Okay, so I push it up like this. Okay, maybe I take it down a little bit. I want to simulate like I would have a like a GoPro on my like a GoPro on my wing. There we go. Okay, so he's saving. All right. So let's do the same with right. This is pretty cool, actually. The interface is really nice, actually. Maybe down a little bit. Like so. Okay. Click save here. See this little wheel, I don't want to leave before I... Okay, there you go. Oh, nice. Belly, that's nice. Flaps. Tail cam. Elevator. That's a nice view. Chase view. Spot view. Okay, internal radio stack. Fuel tank selectors, controls. Oh yeah, very nice. Okay. Yeah, wingtip. Yeah, this one is cool too. So shortcut. Yeah, you can do shortcuts, and then if you have like a stream deck, which I have, you can then assign it accordingly. Oh, what is this? Airport? Can you look at an airport? Oh. Haven't played with that. Cinematics. Yeah, the cinematic is really nice to have. Especially when you do a longer flight like this and have to entertain your audience.
Piper 3 Charlie Hotel, altitudes at your discretion.
So I programmed a couple of shortcuts now for chase plane, where I put that on my stream deck. So now, as you see, so he kind of snaps between the different views, which is different from when you yourself are programming views in Microsoft Flight Sim, because then he kind of travels through the airplane, and you know, when you change between the different views, it's not this cut between the different cameras, which I really prefer. It looks much nicer and more professional. So yeah, good stuff. I like it. I think we're gonna change the airport. I'm gonna go down to the Ataturk airport instead. I think that would be more interesting, flying in over the city. We see a little bit more action that way. So let's talk to SayIntentions here, the tower that's following us, and tell him that we're gonna change our arrival, Lima Tango Bravo Alpha. Sofia departure, we want to change our destination to Lima Tango Bravo Alpha, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel.
Piper 3 Charlie Hotel, destination changed to LTBA approved.
Thank you very much, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel. Okay, let's do that change in the flight plan. And I'm just gonna pop in another VOR. So we find our way there. So this is interesting. As I'm navigating here, we're actually gonna kind of skirt Greece and just get into their airspace just for a little bit. And then we're gonna get into Turkey. So we're gonna leave Bulgaria, get into Turkey. So we're kind of between VORs right now. So I'm just checking heading mode here on the navigation line we have. I could just do autopilot, but I enjoy going after the using the VORs. So yeah, coming just through Greece. Gonna look a little bit closer on my map. Yeah, we are inside Greece right now. Looking at the temperature here, it was a little bit cold and now it's way too hot, so I need to change that a little bit. It's 5 degrees Celsius outside. I'm gonna switch over to the other fuel tank in a little bit. Everything looks good here on the flight deck. Oil pressure, amps, oil temp, fuel pressure, looking good. Fuel consumption is within our range, 27.6 remaining. That gives us 2 hours and 40 minutes. We're consuming 10.3.
Piper 3 Charlie Hotel, contact Macedonia info on 130.925.
Over to Macedonia info on 130.925. Thanks for the flight following. Alright, so it was nice to hear from them. Switching over now to Macedonia. Macedonia info, we are Piper 3 Charlie Hotel at 5,500 feet.
Piper 823 Charlie Hotel, Macedonia info, good afternoon.
Just about to pass the border between Macedonia and Turkey. Might be this river actually. Yeah, here's the river. Yeah, this is the river. So crossing into Turkey right now. So now we have a nice comfortable temperature in the cabin here, 71 degrees. About 48 minutes of flight left to Ataturk airport.
Piper 3 Charlie Hotel, active runway at LTBA are 17 left, 17 right, and 23. You are assigned runway 17 left.
Piper 3 Charlie Hotel, winds 215 at 8, runway 17 left, clear to land. Piper 3 Charlie Hotel, welcome to Yesilkoy. Taxi to General Aviation, parking via Delta, Golf, Echo 6, cross runway 23, then Hotel 5, Whiskey Stay on this frequency.
Thank you for following along on this trip. This was leg number 4 in my flight around the world. Unfortunately, leg number 3 is missing. I did fly it, but I had some problems and the system crashed, so I couldn't capture it, but I did fly it. So I hope to see you next time, and I hope you enjoyed this, and will subscribe and press a like. Thank you guys. See you next time.